Tonight we have two different archetypes to go over, one of them being new Bakura stuff, and then we're getting new Allure Queen support, so let's get right into it. If you remember Memory World Bakura, we have three cards for him. First off being Duke of Demise. It's a level 6 Dark Fiend Fusion Effect monster, 2000 attack, 1700 defense. It takes 2 Fiend and or Zombie monsters, and once per turn during the standby phase, pay 500 life points or destroy this card. You can only use the second and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Pretty cool. During your main phase, you can activate this effect immediately after it resolves, normal summon 1 monster. And then the third effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 level 4 or higher Fiend or Zombie monster in your graveyard, add to your hand. So pairing this with Zombie World is very powerful, and honestly I could see this going a long way in the future for the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Pairing it with Zombie World. After that, let's take a look at the brand new equip spell that goes with this card, being Spirit Illusion. It is a equip spell card, and you can only equip to a level 5 or higher Fiend or Zombie monster. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can activate one of these effects. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters in your hand or field as material, or special summon 1 Doppler token level 5 attack, mystery, defense 0 with the same type, attribute, and attack as the equipped monster. And then the second effect is when an attack is declared involving the equipped monster and an opponent's monster, you can make that opponent's monster lose attack equal to the equipped monster. So overall, it is a alright equip spell, but honestly being able to fusion summon is pretty good. But I honestly think that this is a niche card, but still I'm happy that they printed it. And then finally, to round up the Bakura cards, we actually have a brand new trap card being Spirit Shield. It's a continuous trap card, and once per battle, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can banish 1 Fiend or Zombie monster from your graveyard, negate that attack. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that would destroy a card's, you can banish 1 Fiend or Zombie monster from your graveyard, negate the activation, and then once per turn during the end phase, if you do not control a Zombie or Fiend monster, send this card to the graveyard. Honestly, this card is really useful for zombie decks, and being able to resolve multiple is very crazy. Overall, very powerful stuff for Bakura, and now let's check out the new Allure Queen cards. So after that, let's take a look at the new Allure Queen support, which I'm very excited to read and how they updated it from Vrains. We have Golden Allure Queen. She is a dark spellcaster, link effect monster, link 3, 2500 attack, and she points left, right, and bottom. She takes 3 spellcaster monsters, and if this card is link summoned, you can special summon 1 Allure Queen monster from your deck or graveyard, and if you do, this card gains 1500 attack until the end of the next turn. You can activate the effects that equip monsters to themselves of a monster with Allure Queen in their original names as quick effects. And once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you could destroy 1 card on the field. Also, Allure Queen monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects for the rest of this turn. Honestly, being Link 3 spellcaster is useful, but having it locked into Allure Queens is definitely interesting. It gives you a free body, so you can link the 2 away up into something like an Appaloosa. So realistically, I can see Allure Queen actually doing something and having actual field control, because making everything a quick effect is very strong. So after that, let's get into the field spell of the deck, and honestly it's a really powerful field spell for Allure Queen, being Allure Palace. It is a field spell, and you can only use the third effect of this card's name up to thrice per turn. Spellcaster monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense. Allure Queen effect monsters you control gain this effect. You could send this card equipped with a card by its own effect to the graveyard, special summon 1 spellcaster monster with 1500 or less attack from your hand or deck. And you could send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, take 1 Allure Queen monster from your deck, and either add it to your hand or special summon it to your opponent's field. So this helps you prime your Allure Queen levels effects by attaching them, taking control of them, because you go from level 3, you select 1 level 3 or lower monster on your opponent's side of the field, equip it. Level 5 is the exact same thing, but it's level 5 or lower, and level 7 is level 7 or lower. So realistically, being able to snipe anything is pretty good, but rereading level 7, it is any monster your opponent controls, which is very good, especially for this card here. And finally, to round up tonight's news, we have the third Allure card being Allure Dance. It is a continuous spell, and you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. You can only use the third effect of this card's name once per turn. When this card resolves, you can add one Allure Queen monster or one Allure Palace from your deck to your hand. Each Allure Queen monster you control gains attack equal to the attack of a monster equipped to it by its own effect. And then the third effect is you can send one other spell and trap card you control to the graveyard, special summon as many Allure Queen monsters with different names as possible from your graveyard. So what I see happening is you go 3 up to 5 up to 7, go summon out another 3 and go try and go up to another 5, and then you summon back all of them just to OTK. I feel like that's the game plan because you can go and revive the 2 that you sent so you can link them all away into Golden and see how all that happens. So I realistically see this as an interesting engine in the future. But anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. I hope you guys did enjoy. Tell me what you guys think about the new Bakura and Allure cards. But anyways, see you all in the next video.